I bought a collection of some of the latest fake Beyblades. From remakes that don't exist to rare releases for a single dollar, today we're exploring the wacky world of fake Beyblade. Beyblade has now existed for over 25 years, and in that quarter-century period, we've experienced 4 distinct generations and hundreds of unique Beyblades. The success of this series has catapulted the Beyblade brand into being one of the highest-grossing media franchises of all time, with nearly $5 billion in revenue. With this major success comes a whole suite of copycats, hoping to chop into Beyblade's profits. And when I say copycats, I don't mean competing brands like Infinity NATO. What I actually mean are the factories that reproduce Takara Tomy Beyblades without Takara Tomy's permission. While fakes have always existed in the community with brands like TT Hongli and Rapidity, they seem to be more prevalent than ever. What was once a weird-looking listing on eBay or Beyblade action figures from your local flea market is now easily available on Amazon with Amazon Prime. Many of these fake sets show up with a lot of beys for a decent price and pay Amazon to be a sponsored post. Just type in Beyblade X on Amazon and you won't have to scroll very far before hitting one of these sponsored listings. So I wanted to put some of these fakes to the test to see just how similar they are to the real thing, how rough the quality is, and how to avoid them in the future. If you want some real beys, go and check out sponsor of the channel, Mall of Toys. Mall of Toys is one of the best places out there for building your Beyblade collections, with a massive library and pre-orders for the latest releases like Pegasus Blast and Cerberus Flame. So go and check them out, link in the description down below, and make sure to use code ilinnuc to get 5% off. Our first fake Beyblade order came to a total of $16 for 5 beys. I placed the order on May 30th, and it got here just over 2 weeks later. The first beys I got were the initial wave of CX releases, and these beys only came out a couple of months ago from Takara Tomy, and the Hasbro versions barely exist as of right now. The first bey is Dran Brave, and visually it doesn't look that bad. Most of the negativity here is tactile, the way it actually feels in hand. The plastic is slick, slightly off color and brittle, and the metal is gritty. It may look the part, but I highly doubt this metal is the same alloy that Takara Tomy uses. While we're talking about the metal, we need to talk about lead. Over the last several years, I've made a couple of videos talking about fake Beyblades with a major emphasis on lead testing. During the Burst generation, a big report from the Minnesota Department of Health notified consumers of potentially harmful levels of lead and cadmium found in fake Beyblade product. Several content creators put their fakes to the test, and testing confirmed the worrying suspicion. Now, I do want to say that not all fakes are the same, not all brands are the same, and not all testing is the same. None of this video is meant to be a recommendation either. Do not buy fake Beyblades. The health issue is only one aspect of that statement, but we'll see more later. Back to Dran Brave, we see another issue with fakes, and that's the problem with accuracy. My Dran Brave looked like it came with Vortex, but it's actually Cyclone, but it's actually neither. It's some weird hybrid of both, but it's basically Cyclone. The weight accuracy is an issue too. My standard Dran Brave was pushing 38 grams, and
oh my goodness!
The fake is 40 grams. Fake Beyblades aren't quality checked to nearly the same degree as official releases, so part problems and weight inaccuracy like this are part of the experience. Next is Wizard Arc, and this one is off. Hopefully the camera can show the difference, but Arc is basically orange. The metal part is just as gritty as Brave, maybe even more so. And look at this lock chip. What is wrong with the Wizard's eye? Why is it so smudged? The other parts are okay. The ratchet is missing some sculpted text, but the bit is scary good. Honestly, they should be almost perfect because it's a bit, the easiest part of the Beyblade to get right. So the fact it's almost one-to-one with the real thing is scary, but unsurprising. Finally, we have Dark Perseus, and this one, like Arc, is noticeably fake. The color is a bit darker, and the chip, once again, has some completely wrong colors. I don't know if their printer wasn't calibrated properly, but it's easy to tell. And they also all have the CX number on them, which is a dead giveaway. It's shocking that these factories can reproduce Takara Tomy designs so quickly after release. But what may be even more shocking is that they can also make unique beys based off of Takara Tomy's template. The next fake Beyblade product we have was $5.62, but with shipping it was just over 16 bucks. The parcel was completely destroyed in the mail, and this puncture went through the package and scratched the bey's box. Luckily, everything was intact, nothing was broken, and what we have is a Plastic Generation CX remake set. We have all 4 of the cardinal directions from the early 2000s, brought not only into the X system, but the new CX system. Takara Tomy has been remaking Beyblades in Beyblade X like Dragoon and Dranzer S, but these are GT beys, releases I don't think Takara Tomy will ever bring back. The box has pictures of their connected characters and bit beasts, and are all of these official images? Because Drigger kinda looks like he hates Mondays. Diving into the mangled package, we have 2 launchers included, and we may have just been better off without them. We get a blue winder launcher, and this feels hollow. I could probably break this with one hand if I squeezed it. They also gave us a tiny little proto launcher, which has the 3 prongs we need for Beyblade X, but this entire launcher shape is from Beyblade Burst, so that's weird. The first Beyblade we have is Drasil G, and it looks pretty good. The color is solid, and the stickers seem to be pretty decent quality, and the parts are actually new, and it made the set way more interesting. I had no idea that some of the components are newish designs, and not just your basic TT copies. For example, Drasil has a 460, but the spokes are way sharper. And Dranzer comes with a 160 that's more armored. The other 2 are just basic. Next up is Drigger G. The needle and 360 ratchet aren't anything special, but the blade looks pretty good, albeit a bit too dark and the decals are fuzzy. Dranzer GT is probably my least favorite one of the group. It feels a lot lighter, and the blue plastic looks wrong. It's supposed to be a sparkly glitter paint, but it's just a bit too flat. The ball bit is also a higher burst resistance bit. It and Needle from Drigger both have a thicker, higher burst resistance stem, and please do not give Tomy any ideas. The last one is Dragoon GT, which is one of my favorite beys ever made, and they did a pretty good job here. I said earlier that these were CX Beyblades, and that's mostly true because of the CX chip, but that's not fully the case. All of these remakes use the CX templates, but alter it to allow for replaceable metal weight discs like the original Plastic Generation. All of the weight discs are the same, but the changes they made to the main and assist blades are substantial. And besides some small issues like the weight disc not being reversible, I'd say it's even impressive. The bits are completely free spin though, so I'm a bit worried about how it battles, but overall, this is probably the most unique fake Beyblade kit I have ever seen. One of the biggest benefits of fake Beyblade is the cost, especially for rare prize releases. I wanted to see how those stack up, so I ordered a Cobalt Drake for $4 and a red Dran Buster for just $1 single. Dran Buster looks pretty decent. The red is really bright and the paint is flat, or not metallic. I'm not sure, it just doesn't look very premium. It kind of looks like I dipped it in red paint myself. I was actually looking for a reason to bust out my authentic red Dran Buster, and now is the perfect time to do the comparison. The fake is impressive on first glance, but the paint quality difference is night and day, and the material they used for the bit chip sticker on the fake is worse and more washed out. Cobalt Drake, though, is the worst fake Beyblade I have ever had. The bit, while correct in shape, is purple for some reason. The original is a purple-ish tip with a red stem, and this is not the same at all. 460 was close enough, besides the noticeably worse plastic. But dear God, Valkyrie, this blade is horrible. The color, while nice in hue, is completely wrong compared to the original, and it's not even close. The entire blade is smaller. Look at this side view of the legit and fake Cobalts. The fake one is weirdly squished and weighs significantly less, at less than 32 grams. And what's this jagged edge doing here? If these bays do contain lead, this sharp point catching your finger is a recipe for disaster. Now is when I would take us to the test battle. But first we need a fake stadium, so I went to Amazon and got the first thing I could. It came in a thin paper box, and after some assembly, this is disgusting. This is the dumbest stadium idea of all time, using these plastic gears randomly plopped into the stadium instead of a simple extreme line. And for $12.99 on Amazon, this will be the only time I tell you just to get the green bucket. So here we go, we have our fake Dran Brave with the fake launcher from that set, and let's do our first test launch, I guess. 3, 2, 1, let it. Oh no. 3, 2, 1, let it. Oh, that launcher is so bad. Oh. Okay. This might honestly be the worst stadium I've ever used, and I've only done one single battle with it. I tried to launch a little bit lighter there. Yeah. Okay. Maybe Perseus can finally win a battle now. Never mind. There we go, Dran Brave. Stepping up the aggression. There's no over-finish pockets, no extreme finish zones. It is stamina or burst, and Dran's able to win that one. Okay. Can we get a burst? Is that possible? Is that even possible? Okay, in the stadium, I don't think it is possible, so let's just swap to a standard, real, full-size Takara Tomy stadium. Oh, good strike there. Oh, and finally, there is a Perseus dub. Not very many of those. Oh! Okay, well, that's that battle over. Come on. Oh, huge! Oh, I don't think these bays can burst. I think it's impossible for them to burst. X dash from Dragoon. These battles are straight up just plastic. Oh, plastic on plastic. Oh, and an over finish for Dronzer there. Here we go, tons of power. Okay. Drasil as an attack type. Yeah, it's not really working. Unfortunate. Dragoon versus Trigger. Oh. Okay. It may not hit that hard, but seeing Dragoon GT in modern Beyblade, even if it's fake and it doesn't hit that hard, it's just cool. Okay. These beys are straight up pancakes, dude. Alright, this matchup I don't think is gonna be the most exciting. Okay, and 40 years later, Trigger takes the stamina finish. Okay, see this cross-generation battle? Oh! Holy! I have no idea who's gonna win this one. And... Okay, come on. Both extreme dashes missing. Oh! And... Oh! That might have been Dran, might have been a tie. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So here we have our super rare fake Beyblades. This is like $300 in value right here, but it's more like 10 bucks because they're not real. So let's battle them. Oh! 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 No! Oh no, Drake, no. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. This Buster is one thing, but this Drake is so bad. In summary, don't buy these. I know I'm saying that from a place of having easy access. I'm a Beyblade YouTuber that's able to have the newest official releases, and not everyone has that ability. However, besides the remake set, all of these beys were compromised. They didn't have the right parts, or they looked wrong, or can't burst like with Wizard Arc. They can even be like Cobalt Drake and be completely awful with a sharp edge that digs into your finger. I'm having a hard time being negative with the remake set though. The quality isn't great and those launchers are disgusting, but I don't know, man. I think Tomy should be the one copying here because this reworked CX system was unnecessary, but I'm glad they put in the extra effort. If you do get fake Beyblades, I don't think anybody should be clowning on you. I mean, I don't think people in the community should be fighting each other for the way that they enjoy Beyblade. But I will say, as soon as you're able to get the real official thing, you will immediately notice and appreciate the difference. But that is gonna wrap up this video, guys. If you liked it, hit that like button down below, hit subscribe to join the Nook Nation, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I will see you in the next one. Have fun, and bay away.